But you had another experience with a person who was also kind of a little odd, and Marlon Brando, and who was
Really. Marlon and I met over the phone because I wanted to do Don Juan DeMarco with him, and thank you. So we met over the phone. We spoke for 3 hours on the telephone. I was in New York, he was in Los Angeles. I went back the next week. He invited me for dinner. We sat and we talked, and it was we connected on many levels. But one of the things that happened was I asked him about there was a quote by William Saroyan that basically it's a quote. It's a preface of In the Time of Your Life, the play, which the play I don't read the play. Read the preface. It's something that had touched me in a large way, like a philosophical, like the way to live your life, a real roadmap as to live your life. And so I asked him about it, and he said, yeah, he knew, and so he said, how well do you know it? And so I began to recite it because at that time I had memorized it. And so I began to recite this preface, In the Time of Your Life. And I got to a certain point, and he finished it.
Oh.
Verbatim. And I was somewhat stupefied. I said, that's incredible. And I pulled out my wallet, and I said, I've carried this dog-eared thing that I had ripped out of a book. I've carried this for years in my wallet. And he said, hang on a second. And he got up, and he grabbed a frame that was just by his bed, and he came to me, and he showed it to me. And he had a very similar dog-eared, folded, well-used version of it. It was the same thing that he had carried in his wallet for all those years. So there was this. He understood me very well instantly, and I understood him. And I was very lucky to become so close with the man,
In the time of your life, live, so that in that good time there shall be no ugliness, or death for yourself, or for any life your life touches. Seek goodness everywhere, and when it is found, bring it out of its hiding place and let it be free and unashamed. Place in matter and in flesh the least of the values, for these are the things that hold death and must pass away. Discover in all things that which shines and is beyond corruption. Encourage virtue in whatever heart may have been driven into secrecy and sorrow by the shame and terror of the world. Ignore the obvious, for it is unworthy of the clear eye and the kindly heart. Be the inferior of no man, nor of any man be the superior. Remember that every man is a variation of yourself, No man's guilt is not yours, nor is any man's innocence a thing apart. Despise evil and ungodliness, but not men of ungodliness or evil. These understand. Have no shame in being kindly and gentle. But if the time comes in the time of your life to kill and have no regret. In the time of your life, live so that in that wondrous time you shall not add to the misery and sorrow of the world, but shall smile to the infinite delight and mystery of it. In the time of your life,